Oh, good morning, or whatever it is for you. It's super early for me. It's time for more reaction videos. Where we left off, I just had like my first New York City tempo run with the team. Now it looks like I'm gonna go run the Brooklyn half, but let's do episode 10, shall we? Let's do it.
Raise your hand if you are running your second half.
Oh my god, Dub! Look how small Dub is.
You are.
You're in.
Yes. Domination. Domination. As in daringly amazing. This is intense. This is your bib number. You are all set. Wave 1 for LT. Alright, bye Erin. See you tomorrow.
The Brooklyn half is such a...
We haven't figured that out. What wave are we in?
Look at Cairo!
So we don't start till 7:45, but it's gonna be madness tomorrow. Not where I am.
Look at my hair.
Running to the starting.
This is back when I like did my hair up.
Here, help me choose what I'm wearing.
Look at Sam being such a jerk.
All right, here we go. Weather. It's not gonna rain. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We run the Brooklyn half as a family every year. So this is like Carly's big race every year.
Carly, what are you wearing? You have to wash. Don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt.
Oh, beautiful race day. Why does it sound so low on this guy?
Hey, Carly's taking forever. Hi, Dub.
Throwaway outfits.
Oh my gosh, that's the best. Dublin, do I look good? Yeah. All right. I always get so nervous for these. We've done a billion. This is so silly. I literally look pregnant.
Oh my god, it's always just so crazy for the Brooklyn half. So many people.
You're early. Madness!
Oh, Steph!
Now we start the 30-minute walk to the starting line.
We run this every year, so it's John, Carly, and I.
Ready, Carly? Yep. How do you feel? We're running!
We're running.
That is accurate. That is exactly what is happening right now. Hi!
Casey!
How are you feeling? Oh, I'm freaking out. No, don't freak out. There it is. The top of the hill. Suck it, hill. Oh, whoa.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Have you ever raised? Yeah, you too. You rise up.
Oh, the November Project. Oh my god, Trump. Oh god, my heart. It hurts to see Trump, all of us hating Trump in 2016.
Sam!
Oh, Sam!
Half marathon. Got 5 miles to go. It's gonna be a nice day.
I forgot that Sam did this. Sam got hurt and sick, and so she had a bib, and she wanted to run the whole thing, and I was like, do not run the whole thing. Just jump in and just don't cross the finish line. So that's what she did.
Distraction possible. Oh my god, my legs are lead. They are kaput.
This was back before the Roadrunners did their insurance policy.
But we're having fun.
Oh no, we're not.
Right,
Ocean
Carly?
Parkway. So boring.
Legs. All right, Sam. Carly hates this song. I want to make a music video. I got this feeling inside my bones.
I remember this.
It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
I'll do anything to distract myself. Sam always looks like such a supermodel when she runs. It's so aggravating.
To break 2, we're gonna have to push like really hard. Okay. Like do like.
Did we?
8. Oh my god. Because we're high time.
I'll try it.
John's always down.
All right. Pick up a little bit, and then once we hit 12, we'll gas it a little more. 5 more minutes, Carly, and then we're out.
Every year we go into this like, let's just have fun, no time stuff, and then every year we're like, we're breaking 2.
John's killing it.
Oh, Carly. Look at her.
We're so close.
I hate this finish. I hate the finish line of the Brooklyn Half Marathon. You have to like bottleneck, and then you go on the boardwalk and try not to like eat shit.
There it is. Come on. We're going for it. Stay to the right. Stay to the right.
Look at her go. My face. I can't keep up with you. Bum, 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 bum.
We got it. Hug your arms.
Is that Brian? She beat me. Aww. Look at Dublin, he's so little. Who's this lady? Why didn't she move?
Thank you.
Good job. Way to go.
How was it?
It was.
You broke 2.
It was. John. Oh my god, I miss racing so much. I thought I'd never say that, but I do.
I'm so proud of you for kicking that last. Oh my god, I was thank you. Yay, Coach Kelly! I'm so proud of you. Oh my god. You literally shaved 5 minutes off your time. The Brooklyn Half Marathon. Check. I'm not gonna lie. This race was a huge, giant struggle for
Is this
me.
a GoPro? This looks like
Took off,
crisp.
My legs were lead, and I could not warm up into it. My advice if you're running and you're having a really bad day, or if you're just like not with it, is to just distract yourself. You know, listen to music or get a podcast or
Just distract yourself. Soon Dr. Bob will be like, do not distract yourself. Stay present.
around you. If there are people around you, that's the best part about
What happened to
running.
that swell bottle?
Carly and John and Sam, is that there was always like a conversation to be had, or you could check out and put your music
I love that I have a cape on my
I'm really
wall.
glad I wasn't racing this race, because I just know I would have crashed and burned, and it would have just totally and completely mentally effed me for the rest of the next 6 months. It was nice to
That's
just
not
like,
true.
watch Carly, who spent, you know, a couple months really working towards this race because it was her second half marathon, and then, you know, watching her bust out. We did a 7:45-minute mile that last like 1.25 mile to the finish line. It was a good race. I mean, it wasn't my best race. I definitely struggled, but we still had a really good time. And looking back, yeah, I wasn't comfortable the whole time, but, you know, we had a really good time, and I think every single photo of me is smiling. So that says something. You can not have a good race, and you can still have fun. That's the takeaway. Figure out what works for you. If it's running with friends, if it's meeting people along the course, if it's listening to music, figure out what works for you and do that. Another half marathon in the books. Now we really get serious.
Yeah, that's true. This was kind of like the last like fun run-y type thing that I did that wasn't like geared towards BQ or bus. This was like the hardest thing to have to reckon with, was that like I had to learn how to make training seriously fun, because up until this point, like I had a lot of insurance policies if I set a goal but then like wanted to back out of it. But with this, like Brooklyn Half is like a race that I do with my family, so I'm never really gonna race that one. That one's like really fun, but it was hard having to say no to stuff and like put on my serious, I have a serious goal hat. That was hard. That was a hard thing to reckon with. But should we keep going? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. How I Met Your PT. Oh my gosh, this is like me like trying to make
I want to
content.
tell the story about how I found my physical therapist Mike Riccardi at Finish Line Physical Therapy.
Finish line, there he is.
Because this story I think every single runner can relate to. Rewind to 2014. I was training for my second marathon ever, the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
So about 2 months before the marathon, it was September, the New York Roadrunners, who puts on the New York City Marathon, does these tune-up races.
One thing that has always been true about me is like literally everywhere you'll see like water bottles all around. Like I have a water bottle here and over there, and I have like 2 water bottles by my desk. Like I put water bottles everywhere so that I'm like always drinking water. Otherwise I just won't drink water.
in Central Park. So I remember taking off, and I immediately felt a sharp pain in my knee. And I remember
runner's
thinking,
knee.
this will go away in a couple miles. So I kept going. So the first lap goes by, and I'm about 6 miles in. The pain is like a 7 out of 10. And I remember one of my Team for Kids coaches.
Look at my acne. I had such bad cystic acne. I have polycystic ovary syndrome. And it's not until
I'm almost done. And he's like, you're
a year or two later that I get Accutane. But like, oh my god, my skin was so
I'm
bad.
gonna see if it goes away. So I kept going.
So painful.
Another lap, I'm in excruciating pain. And I remember finishing and I couldn't even walk. I gave it a couple of days.
I also love that I keep saying my coach. I never went to our charity practices. The coaches of the charity, like if they see you in a singlet, which I don't even think I was in my singlet yet, they will like help you and give you advice, but like they didn't know me. So like this is like me stunting for the cam. Making myself sound cool.
I walk upstairs without excruciating pain, and every time I would walk it would click. So I made an appointment to see an orthopedic doctor. I go in, and she told me what every doctor tells a marathon runner. Just stop running until it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
So I take a week off and I try to run again. Excruciating pain, I can't run. And then I start asking around, what do I do? And every single person on my charity team said the same thing, go to Finish Line Physical Therapy. So I get on the phone and I say, when's the first appointment I can get?
I also don't know why I didn't tell this story. During that 17-miler tune-up, 17-miler I think it was, while I was walking, a woman came up beside me. Her name's Sarah Honeyhockey, who is like the best ever. Sarah no longer works at Finish Line, but she worked at Finish Line at the time. She's like the queen of New York City endurance sports. And Sarah was like, what's wrong? You should go to Finish Line.
Get in, and they tell me, tomorrow. You can come in tomorrow and see Mike. Do you remember
Mike was like brand new to Finish Line when I started seeing him.
Because I remember being really, really shy and not talking at all.
I remember like 6 months later you told me that for the first 2 or 3 months that you were here you didn't know my name.
Oh my god.
I didn't know.
I didn't know your name.
I'm so bad with names.
When did I start talking?
I don't remember.
No, because you know when I started talking when you found out I had a blog.
I only found out you had a blog because I said something about Taylor Swift.
What?
That's not remember. I said something about Taylor Swift and you thought it was funny. And you're like, ha 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 ha, oh my god, let me put that on Instagram.
And then we started
Oh
talking.
my god.
Mike, why do you think people... Because here's my thing. I think a lot of people don't go to physical therapy unless they're hurt.
Well, I think a lot of people, runners especially, I mean, we specialize in runners, but I think they're hesitant to come in because of what you said. When you went to your orthopedist, their answer is stop running.
Yeah.
Runners don't want to hear that. So
I think it's like you're afraid someone's going to tell you to stop running, but then also the price. It's so expensive. Our healthcare system is just shitty. Just so shitty.
It's not the way I like to operate. I mean, I have told people not to run, but...
You've never told me? Oh, you told me that twice.
Not often, and it's usually with good reason.
What's the most common running injury that you see?
IT band pain, just general like calf or Achilles issues, or it's like big telephone pain syndrome.
Oh. That's what I had. And then it jumped knees.
Sometimes hip stuff too.
No hip stuff for me.
No.
Yeah.
I once went to a...
No hip stuff yet.
I basically said, if you have pain in your knees or down when you're running, that's because you're not a good runner. Hips and higher are good runners. Those are your fast runners.
Hips and higher, you're a fast runner.
I'm not a good runner though.
I don't know.
That's pretty accurate.
Oh, I hate vipers. That's what those big tube things are called, a viper. I have such like bad upper body
It doesn't matter if you're a
strength.
brand new runner
I hate
or if
them.
you're a marathoner. Don't run 6 or 7 days a week if you're new.
Yeah.
Capiche? All right. I'm on the full
Capiche.
roll.
All right. First 10 or 11 done. Oh gosh. I don't know what I would have done without finishing physical therapy. I was always hurt-ish, and they really kept me going. But this is kind of where it all starts to happen. Right here, we're about to like really like, I feel like right now we're like chunk, 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 chunk. So training really is about to start. So that's it. What do we think? Questions, comments, concerns? Ask them, and I'll start answering. But that's it for now. Until next time, toodaloo buckaroos.